I'm Toddling Dafferland with a Sun TV News Alert. Exactly 9 years after the country received a severe battering from Hurricane Ike, the Turks and Caicos Islands is bracing for a direct hit from the huge and powerful Category 5 Hurricane Irma. According to the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Hurricane Irma is expected to be near the Turks and Caicos and southeastern Bahamas late Thursday, September 7th. The weather experts said extensive to severe flooding can be expected, adding that the combination of a dangerous storm surge and large and destructive waves could raise water levels by as much as 15 to 20 feet above normal tide in the Turks and Caicos Islands. This is about the height of a 2-story building and is likely to pose a serious threat to the many upscale hotels that are located on the world-famous Grace Bay Beach in Providence, Caicos. On Wednesday afternoon, it was a beautiful day for the beach, but Grace Bay, which would normally have lots of tourists around this time of year, was deserted. Over the past few days, hotels have been asking guests to make preparations to leave the country, but many of them were unable to do so because some flights were full. At the Providence International Airport, the main gateway to the Turks and Caicos, scores of tourists were seen sitting in the check-in area surrounded by piles of luggage. Meantime, several businesses and residences across the country have boarded up in preparation for the hurricane, which is packing winds close to 200 miles per hour. When Sun TV visited Graceway IGA, which is the main supermarket on the island of Providence, Caicos, there were long checkered lines of shoppers with carts brimming with groceries. We caught up with one shopper, and here's what he had to say.
People are scared now, right, and fearing for their lives because of what's going on around the world. And how I feel about it is what I'm seeing on the news, daily news and stuff like that, like what happened in Texas. And the different hurricanes coming. Basically how I feel is that everybody should be prepared and should have been prepared, but obviously that didn't happen. And you know, Turks and Caicos is a blessed country. A lot of times when there's hurricanes and it's a bad one, we get really blessed, but I feel a lot that we're ungrateful in a way. We're really ungrateful and we're spoiled, you know? And a lot of people feel like, you know, yeah, Turks and Caicos is fine and stuff like that. We're blessed. What about all the other countries, you know? There's a lot of other blessed countries in the world. And basically, what I got to say to everybody is, don't be reckless. You know what I mean? There's confidence and then there's being reckless.
At the Do It Center building materials hardware store, lines were also long as people stocked up on batteries, flashlights, and other essential supplies. There were just a few pieces of plywood left in the hardware store. All seaports and government non-essential services closed at 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday, September 6, 2017, until further notice, and there was a tentative suspension of flight operations at all airports from 6 p.m. on Wednesday, September 6th. At a press conference on Wednesday morning, Premier Charlene Cartwright Robinson said, "We are prepared and we have readied all systems to be able to endure the storm." She said evacuation orders were issued for the remote and sparsely populated islands of Salt Key and Middle Caicos, but noted that some of the residents opted not to leave. The Premier said, "I want to make it clear that my government's position is that life is of paramount importance and all immigration efforts to detain, deport, and repatriate have ceased." She appealed to all documented and undocumented people in the country to seek safety. The Premier, who is also Minister of Finance, said she was personally disappointed by the instances of price gouging that has been taking place. She noted that too many merchants have seen it fit to exploit customers by raising prices on critical hurricane preparedness items. Well, that's it for now from Sun TV. As long as weather and circumstances permit, we will be bringing you full coverage on the hurricane. You can also visit our website, www.suntci.com, or listen to our radio station, 91.1 Sun FM. Until next time, I'm Toddling Dafferland.